Is there a word/expression that would correspond to something like self-distance? In Swedish there is a term called självdistans, which would be directly translated to a self-distance, which means possessing a certain objectivity towards yourself, to be egoless or not taking yourself too seriously. In other words, it's a quality in a person that would be modest and not too egoistic. Important thing to stress here is that an apparent lack of self-distance is a negative thing, while too much self-distance can also be seen as a negative trait, as it would mean that you are actively trying to avoid giving yourself credit for something you have done, or dismiss any praise you might get from others. I am not sure if what I am trying to get at is clear enough, or if I should try to explain it better. At any rate, I am trying to find a word or expression to express the same quality, but I can't seem to find self-distance in any English dictionary. Is there a good, semi-formal word that fits in this context?
You should consider words such as modesty and humility. These are both seen as being positive traits, but could be taken to an extreme where a person doesn't take appropriate credit for their accomplishments or abilities. Another word to consider would be objectivity. This captures the sense of lack of egotism, but it isn't necessarily understood to be reflexive.
Self-possession. Merriam-Webster, control of one's emotions or reactions, especially when under stress, presence of mind, composure. Oxford, the state or feeling of being calm, confident, and in control of one's feelings, composure, an air of self-possession. Free Dictionary, full command of one's faculties, feelings, and behavior. See synonyms at confidence. Self-possession implies composure arising from control over one's own reactions. In life, courtesy and self-possession are the sensible impressions of the free mind, for both arise from never being swept away, whatever the emotion, into confusion or dullness. William Butler Yeats. Although less literal a match than the other answers, I think you may want to consider this term for the purpose you intended, or the person you intended. It seems självdistans emphasizes inner perspective while self-possession is about inner behavior, but they may converge on the same character trait, not being ruled by one's own emotions. After all, which emotion is more remarkable to be free of than self-love? I wonder if this distinction may reflect culture, Swedish emphasizing self-image, English self-control. Almost thought versus action. Whomever deserves this description in your book, I like them already.
The problem here is that although there's a Swedish word that can be used in certain contexts, I suspect it's quite likely different Swedes would interpret even that word differently. For example, a person might be said to have the självdistans attribute if he acts in an objective manner, because he's deliberately being equitable, even-handed, impartial, impersonal. These meanings all tend towards a general concept of fairness. But another Swede may say a person has the självdistans attribute if they lack a strong sense of personal identity. Clinically speaking, people with autism, Asperger's syndrome fall into that category. The link says they lack brain signal link to sense of self. That's an extreme case, but there are a whole host of words in that general area: egoless, detached, unengaged, etc. There are also plenty of words involving spirituality, serenity, unworldliness, etc. And if a person lacks the ability to protect their own interests, they're naive, gullible, artless, etc. All such words will come with connotations, but probably absolute objectivity would be the best word for most contexts, if he wants to minimize positive and negative associations.
Balanced ego might fit your need. As the phrase suggests, a person with a balanced ego has one that is optimum, neither too strong, bad, nor too weak, also bad, but in the middle, good. A similar phrase is balanced personality.
If du hast Huberei, ist sehr eigens Sorge.